Hello, welcome back to the studio. And of course, I told you I'm going to be bringing different people to the studio from time to time to talk to us about things, how to live our lives, how to start, how to choose a path that will make you successful, not waiting until you take advice, you begin to go to school, do different things. People that will talk to you about your passion, what you want, what you like, how you can hit the road as a young woman so easily. Creatively, you walk into your wealth. The topic here today is how to creatively get into your money in your 20s. And in the studio right here today with me, we have barrister Busola. She's a barrister. When I say she's a barrister, it's not one. When I got to know her a few years ago, she was looking like she has not even finished from the secondary school. I call her baby sister, and at the point we got talking, you know. I think I have done a video here on my makeup. Yes, Busola's mom went to US and she normally gets me things. So Busola herself, she's a lawyer. I told you I was going to bring her to the studio. She is right here in the studio today to talk to us about how she left her law profession and she discovered herself doing fashion, designing and shipping clothes from here to US, from here to Canada, every part of the world. She's here to introduce herself and tell us about her passion and how she deviated into fashion today. So she's here. So welcome, Busola, to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. My name is Busola. I'm the CEO at Creative.
So guys, you just listen to her. She just introduced herself. She's not a loud talker like me because this is not courts. She's always a very calm person. You can see her personality. She's a calm person, but from time to time, you're going to listen to her. She's going to be talking to us in this studio on how to pull through, how to fix up things and all that. So she is the CEO of Ella Gray Fashion Home. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us because the end of a matter is always better than the beginning. So we are going to hear better things at or middle of this video or at the end of this video. We have just started intro, so just stay with us. And if you're watching us for the very first time, my name is Ann Moses and she is Busola, so she's welcome to the studio. And please don't make this your last time. Consider the subscription button. Your subscription is very important, your like is very important, your sharing is very important. And before we go into the studio, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So Busola, as a trained lawyer, how did you discover or when did you discover you like or you love fashion?
Okay. So I get this question a lot. So prior to finishing law school, when I was in the University of Lagos, I studied law in the University of Lagos for 5 years, 5 students of Nigerian law school. I was sure when I got to my third year, I was sure this was not for me. But there's something they say that anything that's worth doing is worth doing well. So I started the journey. So I assumed I had to finish the journey, at least finish the journey well. So when I go back home to tell my parents, I do not want to do this again. I want to do something else. At least they'll take me serious. So I was sure it was not for me. Then after I went to the law school, there's something they call court attachment. Okay. You go for your court attachment for like a month. That's why you visit the court every day, so that at least you get acclimatized to like the proceedings of the court. So anytime we go to the court, I come back empty. Like people go to the court and like they discuss, oh, did you see what happened? Something. I was not interested. It was like they were forcing me to do it. So I was shocked. I could not spend the rest of my life doing anything like that. But to be very honest, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just kept on asking God. Because that was the only, for me, that was like the only person that could give me direction in life.
See, we talk about prayer so much here. Did you hear that? She started asking God on the direction she should take. She started asking God. Even as a lawyer, as a trained lawyer, if I tell you her grade, you will marvel. If I tell you what she left law school from, you will be shocked. So she went into the place of prayers as a young woman. She did not see her parents because her parents are well-to-do. We are not here to discuss that today, not to scare anyone. But she went back into her closet in the place of prayers. Please go on.
I know that you did not make me in this world to use this. I must impact people in one way or the other. Yeah. So one day I just randomly woke up during my NYSC. When I was doing my NYSC, I made sure they did not post me to a court. I went to the LI, the major person in charge, and I told him the situation that I do not want to go to a court because I know that if I go to a court, I'm not going to gain anything there. So the best thing, just help me, put me in a school so that I can do, if I find what I'm supposed to do in life, at least I can have time to do that instead of staying in a court all day and I know that I'm not gaining anything. So the man was very understanding and he told me to look for a school that would accept me. So I found a school that accepted me and then went there with my mom to explain to them to the situation of things. So my mom explained to them, and because of my mom, that was why they accepted me, because they're not willing to accept me because I was a lawyer, because they just asked me, what are you doing here? What do you want to impart? What do you want to gain as a lawyer? So a school is not the right place for you. So they took me to the school. So every day I was not going anywhere, I was not doing anything, I just kept on asking God. Then one day I woke up and it just came to me that I should learn fashion design. And at first when I told my mom, she was very surprised. She was like, she doesn't understand. You see, as a hobby or as what? Like, I don't understand. Like, is it that same thing that she was asking me, is it that same thing that the woman that stole from me, is that what you want to learn? Is that what you want to learn? Yes. I was like, yes, that's what I want to learn. But she's like, but you can't even draw it, you can't even draw a photo. It's not like maybe in fine art you were so good when you're in secondary school. So how do you move from this to that? At first she thought it was a joke, so she just said, whatever, we shall see. Okay. So I kept on asking her, telling her, and at the point she was like, okay, you said some people say they're like good fashion designing schools, like school. Okay, go and find out how much they are paying in this school and shall go there for this time being, and at least we'll go back to whatever they are supposed to be doing. So I went to ask, and the prices they were calling, even me when I was getting down, that is it not this same fashion designing? Why are they calling all this
so
standard?
much money?
But by the time they explained to me the kind of standard, there was international standard of teaching, it was this, they were using set square, it was a different thing. I could work anywhere in the world with the fashion designing if I ever decided to move abroad. So I was like, okay, this is a good deal. When I went back home, my mother was stunned because she was like, how much was law school? How much is fashion designing? Sorry. Why is fashion designing as expensive as law school? What exactly is going on? And she does not have any money. This money is not from here. So I was thinking I should have gathered money from NYC, Alawi, but I was not even reached anywhere. But
because you still have to spend.
Exactly. I was like, well, the general money I gathered when I was in school too, I should have gathered everything together. So after then, she was accepting of it, and the course was a 6-month course. So I got enrolled for the course, and I was going to school. I was coming back every day, and it was, I will not say it was easy. It wasn't easy. It was hard. In my class, I think we were like a number of people, but now I can see maybe only 2 of us are doing this thing because it's really time consuming and it's really hard. The most important thing that I can say is that it is passion that's gotten me to where I am, and hard work. Okay. So if you are not, I believe that if you are not interested in something, don't pursue it. There's no point. Because there are days that I could have given up, but thank God I'm still here.
Well, there were days she could have given up. If something is not for you, don't pursue it too hard. But if it's for you, you love it. Hard work is involved. Timing is involved. You have to be sincere with yourself and tell yourself, see, this is what I want. And this is what my body tells me, this is what I can do. So you have to dedicate your time. You have to pray about it. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, you don't feel like doing it. Like sometimes I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like doing videos. But along the line, I slightly see myself doing video, like driving or something. That's exactly what she just said. She said, passion, she has to. Because that is what her body tells her. That is what her spirit accepted. So she was doing it. There are about 8, or there are quite a number that started this thing, but 2 of them are still in it. That's passion. And that is somebody that has decided, this is my calling. This is where I find myself. This is what I love doing. I have to do it. That has to do with dedication. She dedicated herself. The difference between the person that makes first class and the person that makes third class actually is dedication. The person that makes first class has dedicated himself and added extra time to read and even go extra mile to do or learn more things than what the normal routine teacher comes to the class to teach. That is the difference, where the other person has added more time with her passion or his passion and all that. And that is what makes the other person a first class student and makes this person a third class student. So we have quite a number of questions here for you, Busola. And the next question, actually, you have answered it. It's how did your parents Fine, it's training a lawyer. They are excited. We have a lawyer coming to the house. How did they feel? Your both parents, your siblings. How was the reaction? How were they looking at you? Doing this thing day to day, you were going out for this fashion school, and you graduated, you started doing it. Were they excited at the end of the day? Which of course I know they will be excited. But little, in a short way, how was their reaction? How did they feel?
At first, everybody was strange. Especially because I got a very good paying job. The first interview I ever went for after law school was with a very good bank, and they were willing to pay like a lot of money. So they gave me the offer. There are a lot of people there that came for the interview, and they gave me the offer. Even some of my friends went and they were calling me like, oh, they didn't call them back, but they called me back. Wow. So I felt really bad that they called me back, but I told them I was not interested, that I was not ready, and other people were there that were looking for jobs, they did not get. So at the point, some of my family members found it very well that, okay, so what will you be doing now? You're still in the school. It's not like this. You could have been making money now.
Yes,
people
right
are even making money. Your classmates are even making money. But you're still saying, oh, you want to study something. Are you sure this is the right thing? But in my heart, I was sure because I knew that if I had worked anywhere else, I'll be frustrated. And it won't take long before I'll say, oh, I'm not working with this person again. I'm not doing this. So there was no point wasting time. Why don't I just focus on what my passion is? So at the beginning, it was weird. At the beginning, it was not like they accepted 100%. But the kind of parent I have and the family I come from, they're like, okay, if that's what you want to do, at least try, do it. Then, if whatever happens out of it, if you decide you want to continue, if you decide you don't want to continue, it's up to you. It is your life. We can only guide you. We can't choose for you.
We can't choose for you. Parents can only guide their children. Parents, you can only guide your child. You don't choose for your child. You can only tell your child or guide them, advise your child on what to do. But you cannot choose for your child, especially when they are of age. They have left you, they have gone out there, they have mixed with people, they have read. You must not choose for them. You must allow them to choose for themselves, because this is someone's future. It's life we are talking about. So parents, see, there are a lot to this video, and I'm sure, like I said, stay till the end of this video, because there are a lot you're going to learn, because we are touching different parts of life. You don't choose for your child. You have that, you have that right to train your child. You don't choose for them. You advise them. You pray along with them, supporting them in what they want or they need to do. Fine. The next question here for you, Ursula, is I don't know. Do you, in a very short way, do you see yourself going back to the office someday, leaving your fashion is standing? You have workers already. You have workers. We are shipping all over the world. Do you still see yourself, you want to test the white collar job, you want to go back to the office where you sit in an office, you begin to write and command English, and do you just see yourself going back to the office?
No, I don't. No. I don't see myself.
She doesn't see herself going back to the bank, going back to the an oil firm, working as a lawyer. She's satisfied where she is. And that is when you have done so well for yourself, you are sure of what you're doing, and you're so relaxed that, see, this thing is a lifetime thing. I am not going back to test the other part. I am comfortable. I am convinced this is where I'm supposed to be. This is home for me. We have another question for you. Do you see yourself getting married to a lawyer? Must it be a lawyer?
No, of course not. Any profession that is, so what matters to me most is the connection with the person, and if you have the same values in life. So the profession does not matter to you.
Honestly, see, I'm having goose pimples here. The camera will not do justice to this. She said, so long as we have the same values. I have videos on values, rules and regulations. So long as she and her partner have the same value, her partner cherishes what she wants, she loves what her partner wants, they both agree on a thing. The Bible said, two cannot go together except they agree. They agree with themselves. They agree with each other's values, passion, whatever. When the agreement is there, she is ready. And so long as the young man is responsible, don't tell me to give her your contact, because if you're not ready, you won't see her contact. That is it. So I'm sure there's another question here. Are you single?
Yes.
So she's single, you can see. But please don't look for her until you show me yourself and you tell me who you are. Except you see me, you cannot see Busola because I cherish, I don't play with Busola. Okay, we have another question here. Now, did you see yourself, how do you encourage young women out there, ladies? You see ladies here. I have a lot, I have cousins that are lawyers, and when you see them, they pack their bodies, they make up. See, really, you just know that up here, that job is not for them. But because they have gone to school, they read law, they want to be seen as lawyers, and parents are not really helping matters. Parents just want them to go to the court every day. My daughter is a lawyer, my daughter must remain a lawyer, but they know that they are not making impact. But as a lawyer, they read law, so they want to be in it. What advice do you have for young ladies out there?
So for me, I would say you can just look for what you're interested in. Your passion is what matters the most. You can start your passion as a side hustle. You don't necessarily have to leave your job at once and leave your 9 to 5. You can start it as a side hustle. Then when it grows, then you know, okay, I have another source of income. Because sometimes people do jobs that they are not interested in, or jobs that don't do anything for them, just because they need a source of income. So we are in a country that if you don't find a source of income as a lady, the next thing you have to do is to sell your body.
Is to sell your body.
So if you know that that is what you want, when you know that you cannot do that, and you know, okay, the job I'm in is not fulfilling, the thing is, look for your passion. Start as a side hustle. Grow your side hustle. Then that way, you are financially comfortable, then you can leave your 9 to 5 and focus on your passion.
Oh, wonderful. Honestly, she has said it all. She has just wrapped up a video we have had. It's in the house, it's in the channel. She said, see, you don't need to leave your present job because of your side hustle, but beside your side hustle, beside your job, you need to have a side hustle, because we are in an environment where people graduate from school and the next thing they don't have jobs. The next thing is to sell their bodies. The next thing, you are a beautiful woman, you want to jump on politicians. You want to jump on men from men. And that is why you see the men today, you go on social media, they ask, what do women have to offer? They have that guts, they have that courage to ask, what does the women have to offer? Because the women out there, most of them, they want to offer their bodies and they want to use their bodies as jobs. It's not, it's not important. At 40, like I used to say, as a young woman, your body begins to tell you, because you're supposed to be under a roof, you're supposed to be under a man. I am not saying everybody must get married, but if everybody is not getting married, why must it be you listening to me? You should have a roof over your head. You should have an umbrella over your head. Someone to talk to, someone to scream to, someone in pain at night. You need someone to speak with. You need someone when there is an emergency. We're not praying for it, but things happen in life. You need someone to listen to you. You need someone to share your ideas with you. So we are in an environment where when young ladies finish from school, the next thing is to jump on men. Why must it be that? You need a side hustle. And if the side hustle has not come, you need a job. If the job has not come, why don't you follow your passion? Go down to your place in prayers. Pray about what God wants you to do. Pray about that thing. Sometimes we have these things, we have things we can do, but our mind tells us, see, you cannot be a pastor. But that training of the pastoral thing, you can actually start it. You can go to school. Maybe that is your calling. I'm not saying you watching me, you're a pastor or whatever, but maybe that is your calling. If God says that is where you are going to be, that is where He's going to feed you. No matter what you do in life, you are going to be floating until you get to your star, until you get to your root, until you get the right way or the right path you're supposed to take. You continue to float. And the next question here is, can you tell us 3 things you want in a man? 3 things you want in a man. These guys are coming, they want to get married to you. I know that one of the things is going to be sincerity and all that, truthfulness and all that. But can you tell us 3 things you like in a man? You want every young man out there. See, we want to correct our environment. We want to change our world. We want to affect our children positively. What are these 3 things? These 3 major things, at least first and foremost, a man should have. At least.
For me, firstly, is integrity. There's nothing that speaks to me more than integrity. I don't like situations whereby, even for my friends, not talk of a partner, a life partner. I don't like when there's a situation and you say somebody's husband did something. Like the person doesn't have a name. Obviously, when you get married to somebody, you become one. So the person is you, and you are the person. The person is a reflection of me. So if the person does not have integrity, it does not sit down well with me, and I like to protect my name.
Yeah.
I might be a nobody today, but nobody knows what I might become tomorrow. So don't soil my name from now.
Yeah.
So integrity is number one. Number two is communication and comprehension.
Oh wow.
So you have to be able to communicate. I'm not a spirit. I do not know what you think.
Yeah.
And you do not know what I think. So you have to be able to communicate to me, and I have to be able to communicate to you.
Yeah.
And comprehension goes along with communication.
Yeah.
Because if you communicate to me and I tell you, oh, this is what you should do, but you don't comprehend what I say, then communication has no meaning.
Yeah.
So comprehension and communication, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Then lastly, the most important, I will not say the most important, but another important factor for me is honesty. Today we don't find sincere people.
They are not.
They are.
I'm sorry to say that, but it's hard.
Sincere people, they're not anywhere. We listen to this story.
Yeah.
You see, I have friends that are married, and when they tell me some things, I'm like, but is this person?
Yes.
I even know this person to an extent.
Yes.
So how did this happen? Where did this start from?
Yes.
How did this, like, people change. There's no problem with people changing, because as we grow in life, they're supposed to evolve.
Yeah.
But the problem is being truthful and being your own person is a separate thing from growth.
Yeah.
Growth is a different thing from honesty.
Yeah.
So my own is, if it is A, let it be A.
Yeah.
If it is B, let it be B. So I don't like when A is Z and 1 is 100.
Yes, at some point when the discussion comes to that stage where we need to really tell the truth, A becomes Z, then Z becomes Y. See, you have listened to her. She said there are three big things. These three big things that she wants from a man. Integrity. And I think integrity, you guys that went to school last, because we went to school before you guys, integrity is what you do when no one is watching you, right?
Yes.
I think it's part of the word integrity. What exactly do you do as human when your partner is not watching you? Do you do things that when you're asked to explain, you find it difficult to explain? Do you do things that when your partner listens to you, for the first 6 months spent with you courting in your courtship, your partner finds it difficult to really merge this, marry these two together, and like bringing these two of you, what the person your partner is listening to, and your partner has been around. Do you do things that your partner is questionable, things that are questionable? Do you do things like that as a partner, as a young man? See, you can see I'm talking to a lady in the house today. The second one is, she said, communication is very key in a relationship. Between two people, you need to communicate. And this communication must be done well. You need to be sincere. Whatever you're saying, let your A today not be 9 tomorrow. Let your 9 not be B tomorrow. Because when you start changing things from the beginning, or so at some point, middle, or when you begin to change things, the relationship begins to get shaky. It begins to get sour, because the person, I won't trust you anymore, because if you're not being sincere, the truth is that there's no trust anymore. From being sincere and that person that does not want to be sincere, it doesn't really take much. See, that you're not sincere today, it will only give you some smiles and some balancing. But the point you're going to get to tomorrow, where the truth will be out, it will be more terrible for you. So what does it take to be sincere? What does it take to be transparent? What does it take to be the person you're supposed to be between you and your partner? So these three things, guys, take note, and even the ladies too, we are taking notes. And the last question here, last but not the least, can you tell us 2 things that puts you off a guy?
Okay, firstly, it has to be people that are controlling.
Yes,
when you're arrogant for no particular reason, or because you have a few bucks, yes, you just think, oh, okay, yeah, this is a lady, I'm the man in the relationship, so-called man, so I can be controlling. I hate it. I do not understand why you're supposed to have a life partner, not a slave.
Not a slave.
Exactly. So you're supposed to stand as one person is standing here and one person is standing here and want to align together.
Yes, you complement each other.
Yeah, yeah. So there's no point in anybody being controlling. So for me, once you're controlling, it puts me off.
Okay. So she just mentioned arrogancy and controlling. When you are too bossy, you want to take your work from the office, from Chevron, and come back home, and because you are a boss in Chevron, you refuse to realize the woman beside you, your partner, is your partner. So you're supposed to, two comes together as one. So you bring your bossy life from Chevron or MTL or whatever, and you begin to use it in the house. See, arrogancy does not take you anywhere. You're being bossy with your partner does not take you anywhere. When it gets to whatever you're doing in the office, let it stop in the office. Whatever you have in the field doing, it can remain in the field. But when you come back home, be that person that they said, two and two, one and two join together, they become one. Be that reasonable man, be that responsible man, be that man that is ready to listen, be that young man that is ready to share ideas, supporting your partner, loving your partner, respecting your partner. If you're arrogant, it doesn't take you anywhere and it won't take you anywhere. You have to be your partner's friend. You have to be your partner's neighbor. You have to be your partner's lover. And that is what it takes. So guys, stop controlling. Stop controlling the women. Stop being bossy in your house with your partner. It won't take you anywhere and it won't take the relationship anywhere. So Busola, now we are getting to the last part of the video, or we are rounding up. Do you have any advice for the young women out there? Do you just have any talk for them? Just something to take home.
Okay. I would like to say that it's never too late. Like if you have not started before, you can still start now.
Like me.
It's never too late to look for your side hustle. It's never too late for you to key into your passion.
Yeah.
Nothing is too late. The most important thing is that you start.
Okay.
Once you start, you can finish at any time. The person that started at 20, the person that started at 40. The most important thing is that they will all be counted as successful people at the end of the day. So it's never too late to key into your passion. Okay. Thank you.
So she just said it's never too late to key into your passion. See, let me confess here, I had actually started something sewing, and see, I don't know, something stopped me, and my heart is still there. So please, if you're watching me and you still want to go into your fashion field, please find your way out there. Because she said even at 40, even at 30, even at 20, is still something, because at the end of the day, you are still going to be counted. And that is the most important thing that you achieve. You follow your calling, you follow the right path, and you achieve, you got it. And that's where we come to the end of today's video. And thanks for stopping by, Busola. It's so good to have you in the studio, really. Out of your tight schedule, I was able to pull you out today. Honestly, I was so excited when you said, I'm ready for you. And I was like, I was just getting big. So thank you. Please don't forget her size. She's awesome. You can see her face. Sorry, I'm not promoting her. Even if I choose to promote her, she's someone I am so confident of. I know her very well. I know her family. They are awesome. They are humble people, and honestly, they are blessed people. So please, young ladies out there, take up the right path, do the right thing. And until we come your way again from this studio, here and right now, it's a goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.